Looking for a way to reconnect and reset? Awaken Pittsburgh offers free guided meditations open to everyone, online and in person, on the first and third Wednesdays, second Saturdays, and third Mondays of each month. Each session includes guided practice, reflection, and space for questions and support. No experience needed. Sign up on Eventbrite and join the community.
Hello, friends. My name is Stephanie Romero, and I am the founder and executive director of Awaken Pittsburgh. I want to welcome you to our podcast, The Ripple Effect. Awaken Pittsburgh is a nonprofit dedicated to fostering well-being, empathy, and compassion for all by teaching and encouraging mindfulness and meditation practices. I also want to take a moment to let you know that Awaken Pittsburgh offers many other opportunities for practice and connection. For example, you can join our online community, which features a space to more deeply explore the topics we cover with our guests. We have weekly posts to spark thought, practice, and reflection. I hope you will come join us to explore, connect with others, and deepen your practice. You can find out more at awakenpittsburgh.org. Welcome to the Ripple Effect podcast by Awaken Pittsburgh. We're so glad you've chosen to join us for this practice today. As we begin, please know that the suggestions and guidance offered here are always just that, invitations. You are the ultimate authority on your own experience. We therefore welcome you to modify any instruction so that you're in choice and that this practice better fits the needs of your body and mind in this moment. If you feel any discomfort or a suggestion doesn't resonate with you, you have full permission to change your posture, open your eyes, or simply let the words fall away and do what you need to do. If you ever need a moment to truly land in your experience, please feel free to pause the recording at any time and savor the practice. Honoring your own internal pacing is a wonderful way to deepen your practice. Now let's begin by gently settling in. Welcome to this guided practice of radical gratitude. Please know that you are completely safe here, and you are invited to listen and participate in a way that feels comfortable for you. If at any time you need to stop or want to change my instructions to make them your own, please do so. This is your practice. We will start with a bit of arriving and grounding and then move into a rain practice to hold what is difficult for us about this holiday. RAIN is an acronym. The R is for recognize, the A, allow, the I, investigate, and the N can be nurture and non-attachment. We will then close with a gratitude practice. You're welcome at any time to hit the pause and extend any part of this practice if that's what feels right for you. So to begin, I invite you to find a posture that embodies your human worth and dignity, but is also comfortable and relaxed. You could be seated in a chair, on a cushion, lying down, whatever feels right for you. You can gently allow your eyes to close or simply soften your gaze downwards. Let's take a moment to fully arrive with a very brief body scan. We're simply checking in, getting an internal weather report without judgment, noticing what you're carrying in your body right now, starting with the toes and working our way up to the tops of our heads, just noticing any body sensations that are present, or even no sensation. Do you notice temperature? Do you feel any pressure or tension? Maybe you notice areas of ease. There's nothing you need to change right now, just noticing, allowing and acknowledging sensations as they are. When you're ready, let's check in with our emotional state. What emotions are present right now? Again, you don't need to fix them or even name them perfectly. Just acknowledge their presence. And how about your energy level? Is it buzzing, sluggish, somewhere in between? What about your thinking mind? Is it active or calm? What are you bringing to this moment in your thoughts and feelings? Now, returning to our physical sensations, I invite you to turn your attention, when you're ready, to any sensation you noticed in your body that feels neutral or positive. This could be the weight of your hands on your lap, the coolness of the air on your skin, a subtle feeling of stability in your feet. Wherever you find a neutral or positive feeling, just gently gathering your attention there. We'll spend just a few moments resting awareness on this anchor for our attention. If your mind wanders, no big deal. Just return to the anchor of your attention as soon as you notice your mind is elsewhere. This is your safe anchor. Know that you can return to this anchor at any moment during this practice. If you begin to feel overwhelmed or if you can't focus on my words, your anchor is there for you. Let's continue to deepen our presence, bringing our attention to the physical connection between our body and the surface supporting us. This could be the chair. This could be the ground underneath you. Let this sensation anchor you to the place you're in right now. This is our connection in this moment to the earth. And as we acknowledge this ground beneath us, we also can acknowledge the original inhabitants of the land where we're practicing today. Here in Pittsburgh, where I'm at, I honor the Adena, Hopewell, and Nangahala peoples. and the historic territories of the Seneca, Lenni, and Lenape Shawnee nations. We recognize the ongoing connection that these groups maintain with the land, and we send them gratitude for their stewardship. Acknowledgement is an act of deep presence. You might notice emotions or sensations that come up for you as we acknowledge the complexity of this holiday. This holiday, which is focused on gratitude, can sometimes feel difficult when we're carrying personal burdens or facing the complex realities of our society and the world we live in. We don't have to push away the difficulties to find gratitude. Instead, we can meet them with mindfulness and compassion. Today, we can do that with the rain practice. So, as we begin with the R in rain, which is recognize, we take a moment to notice any difficulty present right now as you think about the holiday, its relationship to the native peoples of this land, its relationship to gratitude. Do you find any tight feelings, worries, or distress? Just recognize gently what you're holding right now. And as you're ready, we'll move to the A of allow. Can you allow these feelings or sensations just to be here? It might not be pleasant, but can you still allow it space to exist? It might help just to say to yourself, this is hard, but I can be with it. Or simply, this is what's present right now. Exploring if you can offer a feeling of welcoming to whatever you're finding in your present experience. Now we shift to the I in rain, investigate. Here we want to investigate the feelings or sensations with a curiosity, gentleness, and kindness. How are you relating to your feelings and sensations? What tone of voice are you using with yourself? Is there something that your emotion is needing or asking for? You might ask, what am I believing about this? How does it show up in my heart, my mind, and my body? We investigate with extreme compassion and kindness, as you would for a dear, dear friend. And now we shift to the N in rain, which is non attachment and nurturing. This has two parts. First, non attachment. Recognize that these feelings and sensations, like all things, are temporary. What you think, what you feel is not who you are. They are just passing experiences. You are not required to hold on to them. Explore what that might mean for you with what's present for you now. And now we move to the final part of our rain practice, nurturing. Can you offer yourself some gesture of nurturing? Ask yourself what you need in this moment. How can you care for yourself in the face of your distress or difficulty? As we end this part of the practice, explore what is needed that you can offer yourself. You might place a hand on your heart or offer yourself the silent phrases, may I be safe, may I be at ease. After having held all of this complexity in our gentle awareness, we now shift our focus to appreciation and gratitude. So, as you're ready, begin by looking for a single, undeniable point of goodness right now. It might be resilience that you encountered in our rain exploration. It could be support from a relationship at some point in your life. It could be the stability of your breath in this very moment. Choose one thing that you can genuinely appreciate. It could also be as simple as having a roof over your head at this moment, but it might also be as profound as knowing and sharing love in this lifetime. Let the feeling of gratitude settle into your awareness, exploring where you feel it in your body, deepening your experience of gratitude. When you're ready, you can let that go. As we begin to close our practice, let's return to our anchor, that positive or neutral sensation that we had our attention resting on in the beginning of our practice. Feel the comfort of the stable reference point, whether it was the weight of your hands, the feeling of the feet, the coolness of the air, whatever your anchor was. And know that this anchor is always here for you. As we close, I invite you to find a word or gesture that helps you bring closure to this practice. It might be your hand on your heart, making prayer hands, offering a bow, taking a final deep intentional breath, or saying a word that feels meaningful for you. In just a moment, I'll sound a chime to close our practice. Thank you for sharing this practice of radical gratitude with me. I hope you can carry the sense of presence and self-compassion through the days and weeks ahead as we start into this holiday season.